Welcome back to the channel. I'm Larry and you're watching No Cash Garage. Today I've got my 1984 F100. I just got this thing running, drug it out of the weeds. It was in the back the property there for a few years, and I got a video out already on that truck, getting it ready to get car show ready. I've got a 6-cylinder. I'm going to start working on it this Saturday. And then over here next to me over here, I got my father-in-law's 1964 Ford Ranchero. It's got the little 260 V8 3-speed on the floor. Pretty nice little car. When he got it, he bought it out of Alabama about 6 years ago, maybe 7, and it was barn red, and was a little rough. It had some white homemade stripes down the side, kind of a rat rod looking kind of truck, and I kind of liked it. I like that old rugged stuff, but he wanted something shiny to run around at the car shows with. So let me step out of the way, you get a look at it. 1964. They built, you know, this off the platform, kind of like the Mustang, the 260 and the 3-speed. Pretty nice little car. When he got it, it needed a flywheel. The teeth was ate off one side of it. It would run, but it was a hard time because of the way the flywheel was. So we replaced the flywheel, put a new carburetor on it, a new oil pump, did a lot of other stuff to the engine. Man, the thing runs fabulous. It's tight. It's a pretty tight little truck for as old as it is. Man, him and his son Chad, Chad passed away in 2023, and this is one of the last cars that Chad, it was his hobby. He liked to sand on stuff and paint it and fix up cars and stuff, and this was the last one that he done with his dad before he passed away. And their Chad's cousin come down from Indiana and sanded on this, and they sanded and blocked it and sanded, and man, the car is straight as an arrow all the way around it. This is going to be one of our car show vehicles here. We're going to run this around here, some of the local car shows, once I get this truck going. And then I got Grandpa's truck, the little 2001 that I fixed up for the young man at church. I'm going to have that at a couple car shows too. So I got plans going on here. Let me get you in here. I'm going to, at the beginning of the video there, you see I did a kind of walk through and showed the interior stuff. So what I'll do is I'll pop the hood on it. We'll talk a little bit about what we got going on there. Ain't like these new cars where you got that little handle underneath the dashboard. That's it. All right, like I said, it's got the 260. The 260 is the small, the Ford small block family. 260, 289, 302. They're pretty close together. And the 351 Windsor, it's just a little taller deck. But the 260, it's not a beast. It's not for drag racing. And I know you guys just got the Mustangs, the 64s and 5 Mustangs that it's got the 260 in it, and the Rancheros. It's not a drag motor. I know you think they're fast, but I'm not trying to offend nobody. And man, this thing still has the old generator on it. Still has the old generator on it. He put a new water pump on it when he got it. Like I said, it's got a new carburetor on it. And we still have a few things to do to this car. You know, we want to finish the air cleaner out. And then the big deal on these little Rancheros and these Falcons is the parts availability ain't quite the same market as a lot of these other older cars. And if you take a look at the grill in it, we're looking for a grill. If you got one, drop a note. It got crunched up, wrinkled, and the old man, he straightened it out pretty good with a little pecking hammer and some little body tools, and it's 100% compared to what it was. But they sell that new, but that thing's $500. It's $500 to replace that dude, and it might end up having to do that, you know, if we get it to show car quality here. And this is a perfect example of a project car that just, it went nowhere. It's kind of like the 84. My boy picked this 84 up, and it was somebody else's project, and they got to working on it and just decided that they wanted something else. They got, I don't know if they thought it was too much for them or what they had going on in their mind, but he picked it up for a song and a dance, and they started fixing it up. They put nice wheels on it. On the other side, the fender was wrecked, so they took and put a fender on it and didn't finish painting it. So like I said in the last video, I'm looking for that fender, or at least that trim. I think I can kind of get me some paint and kind of blend it in a little bit so it looks a lot better than the gray. I've got the turn signal lens, but if you got that trim that goes on there that matches this side over here, and if you're a F100 guy, you know what I'm talking about. Right there. I need that piece right there, and I need this piece that comes over the top with that mold on it. And then the F100 emblem. Them are probably pretty easy to find, the F100 emblems. But this was an unfinished project. This was an unfinished project. And when you're fixing something up, get them running. Get the engine 100%, transmission 100%. Start driving the thing. Because you know what? As you're messing with it, you're going to want to change stuff. You're going to go to a car show and see something different. Oh, that's what I want to do with my car. If you take this thing in the garage and blast it to pieces, and it sits there for a year and a half, and you ain't got nobody to help you, it's discouraging, and your project ends up somebody else's car show car. Which is, I'm okay with that. I'll take your ride. But if you're a young person, I'd rather see you at the car show with it. You're not gonna, nowadays, you almost can't impress nobody with a car at a car show. It's getting to where the internet has every idea out there. You see thousands and thousands of cars, and everybody's buying the torque thrust wheels. I mean, every car at the car show had them on it for a while, and they're everywhere. I mean, it looks good on the truck. I'm going to leave it. I don't know that I'm going to paint it. I'm going to fix that fender over there, and it'll go through. I'm going to put a 6-cylinder in it, and then I'm going to put man, I'd love to put a 5.8 in it, but I don't know. We'll see on that. But like I was saying, I was at a car show a while back, and there was quite a few people there, a lot of cars, man. There was Novas and Chevelles and Mustangs, and they had everything. A couple cool looking Ford Fairmonts, man. A couple nice Firebirds, Trans Ams, some old pickup trucks, nice beautiful C10. That's the same thing you see at every car show. A guy rolls in a probably 90s model short bed Chevrolet, big tires all the way, on the back of it, and little pizza cutters on the front, and it's burning alcohol, it's burning everybody's eyes. You come in, it's banging and rumbling and thumping, and nobody went and looked at this guy's truck. He stood out in front of it for the whole car show, and I kind of took notice of this stuff. And then over in the corner, a guy rolls in like a 1976, probably 76, 77, Chevy Chevette, 2-door, had some cool little rally wheels on it, but the body wasn't in the best shape. And he's telling these people, he's got people all gathered around that little Chevette, and he's telling the people that, hey, I just dug this thing out of a fence row. It was behind a guy's pig lot where the fence row went up to his barn. He's telling the whole story, and he said, man, I just cleaned it up, got it running, and he was fixing up the interior. Wasn't even fixed up yet, and that guy had more people looking at that Chevy Chevette than any other car in the whole car show. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, there was guys there with Javelins. I mean, cars you don't see hardly ever. And they was gathered around that guy in that little Chevy Chevette. And I was kind of impressed. And, it kind of made me think that it's hard to impress people, with what you can build at home nowadays, because everybody's building the same thing. The internet's showing all the same ideas. So what you need to do is figure out what you want to look at, what you want to drive. You know, if you want to drive a truck that ain't got the paint all done on it, just cool wheels and fixed up and, you know, drivable. I like to drive my junk, and I like to work on it too, but man, I like to drive my stuff. And, or, you know, on the other hand, are you looking for something with a straight body and a beautiful paint job? You know, and this is an ongoing project. Like I said, we got a few things going on here, but man, they put a lot of work into this thing, and it is a beautiful car. The doors open and close. I mean, perfect. I mean, they've done a nice job. So as we move forward with some of these projects, give me a few ideas what you think on that truck. And man, I've got the little Mustang I made a video on. I don't know that I'm going to do much with that, you know, if I throw a paint job on it. But my number one thing is I want to get it running. I want to get that thing out here. I want to drive it up and down the road, do some burnouts, and get that thing running. Build me something, you know, that put me a car show cam in it, run it down the strip a little bit, you know. Don't worry about impressing somebody else. Impress yourself and build what you want to build and what you want to look at, and don't worry about what everybody else wants to look at. Okay, I guess I'll wrap it up. Thank you for watching, and like I said, I'm gonna have a video out on this 84 here. I'm gonna switch the engine in it here this weekend, so look for that. And I got a couple other projects that we're working on, so like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below and tell me what you think of this Ranchero and this 84. Appreciate you watching. Thanks.